Good evening. Hey, everybody. Good evening. It's Kim and Brian Dudash from Dudash Farms, and it is time for What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. I don't know about you guys, but we've been watching some football and some pretty intense games, and we're loving it. So tonight we are so excited that you're joining us for What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. Vicki Anders is already here. Thank you for joining us, Vicki. Tonight, guys, we are making red curry noodle soup.
Yep.
All right.
Soup kitchen still.
That's right. It's soup kitchen for a couple of weeks. I mean, it is it's winter time, and what better time to make soup, right? So we are making some soups, and tonight is red curry noodle soup. And the inspiration from this dish came from Christina Epperson, our favorite daughter, and she actually sent this to us, and it's originally called Thai turmeric with chicken.
So how did we get to red curry with pork?
So how did we get there? So we actually modified a little bit. First of all, we deal with pork and beef. So we decided that we were going to use our pork for this. And then also, I have a food allergy to turmeric, believe it or not. I mean, the one thing that all of your wellness practitioners and physicians would tell you need to intake so that you can get rid of inflammation and all that stuff. I have a food allergy to it. So we have modified this dish, and we are using our pork stir fry, and we are using curry instead of turmeric.
But that's a good point, though. We talk about let this just be inspiration.
That's right. So yeah, we talk all the time about how we, just let your recipe be the basically the foundation, right? And then making it your own from there. And this is a prime example. And we actually have prepared this soup another day, and it was delicious. So
but I forgot the coconut milk.
The coconut milk. Yeah.
It was still good.
It was still good. So just don't be afraid. The biggest takeaway from this whole conversation is do not be afraid to just take a recipe and then make it your own from there. So tonight we are taking Christina's Thai turmeric with chicken, and we have created red curry noodle soup. And y'all, it's delicious. So with that said, like I said, we are going to be using our pork stir fry. We have some people who have made some comments, so I just want to check in and see who we have here. Oh my goodness, we've got lots of people. Kathy is watching. Joe Segan is watching. Raymond Raper is watching. Hey Raymond, and Dudash. Hi Mom. Mom Dudash is watching. Meryl Miller is watching. Happy birthday, Meryl Miller. She says hi Kim and BD.
Hey Puckett.
I know. Happy birthday. Lawrence Whitehead. Hey Lawrence, we're so glad you're watching. And Mama Dudash says, hi, Kim. Christina is watching. Christina, we're taking your soup and we're modifying it a little bit, but it's still good. Let's see. I've done something weird here. Nancy Kite is watching. Nancy and Levi. Hey, Levi. We're so glad you're watching. And Laura Catalano. So, y'all, we have had a great week. We're going to go ahead and start. Like I said, we are making this with our pork stir fry. So we're going to go over here and see what Chef Dudash has already started. What he has started. So tell us, Brian, what you got going on.
All right. So this is our pork stir fry.
Yeah.
We actually trimmed it.
Just a little bit of the fat off.
And we cut it into bite-sized pieces. So this is how it's packaged here. This package actually is kind of on the fattier side. Yeah. But, you'll talk about where it's cut out of later.
That's right.
So this is probably just under a pound.
Yep.
So we have a hot pan. We're going to put exactly 1 tablespoon of olive oil in here.
Exactly. You see how well.
Yeah. But you really want it really, really hot.
Yeah.
So this does not take long because these pieces are small and the pan is hot.
So if you're just joining us, that probably sounds really good. And we are making red curry noodle soup, and we're using our pork stir fry. And
And
so,
you could use beef, and you could use chicken.
yep.
And actually, this is really, really good with shrimp, even though I probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah, it is really good with shrimp. But that's the thing. So you can take this and use it with lots of different protein options. So, hello, Matthew Anderson. Good sizzle, Nancy Kite says. Yes, it is. Doesn't that sound good, Nancy?
So we're going to give this another minute or two.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put in we call it the aromatics.
Yep.
Garlic, the curry paste, fish sauce, lime juice, and some ginger. Yeah. So this is actually it's frozen. We keep it in the freezer. Yeah, but we bought it fresh, and we just like to grate it when it's frozen, and it just keeps forever in the freezer. So there's some garlic in here, and we're looking for about 2 tablespoons of ginger. And when we're done here, we'll just toss this right back in the freezer. And we've had this piece for
a while.
Yeah.
So this is cool. So Vicki Anders says Laura Catalano is one of Eli's and our cousins in Ohio. And I know, isn't that so cool? I just love how everybody's kind of coming together. And so we are so glad that that Laura found us. And Brandon Epperson is watching. Brandon, congratulations on the Bengals win. That's actually, it's coming from both of us, even though the facial expression is a little sour.
Yeah, I bet it was pandemonium in that house last night.
I know, right? We're actually very excited about that.
So here's the red curry paste.
Red curry paste?
Yep.
And y'all, here's the thing about red curry paste. So you look at that and you think, oh my gosh, it's red, it's going to be spicy, there's going to be a lot of heat. But I'm going to tell you, as someone who really enjoys spice but doesn't like heat, don't be afraid of red curry, because it actually is very spicy but does not have a lot of heat to it. So it's actually delicious. Yeah. So Brian has browned our pork, and he is adding all of our aromatic ingredients,
which lime juice,
lime juice, red curry paste, ginger, fish sauce.
Very salty.
It is very salty,
but it gives it a good taste. I like it.
Brandon says I'm hoarse from the game. I bet your dogs are like having I don't know, post-traumatic stress from the game. Jennifer, hey Jennifer, I'm glad you're watching. All right. So Christina said that was a pro tip on the ginger, and that's right. That's right.
So here we have about a half a bell pepper and maybe 3/4 of a yellow onion.
Yep.
And this is where you could add carrots or celery if you wanted to. Not put one of these in here.
I love it. Brandon says, for those who are wondering, the Bills are up 7-0. And actually, Brandon, I was wondering because I'm actually into this game. I have friends that
thanks for the play-by-play,
Brandon.
Right,
that's right. Brandon will keep us up on the play-by-play. All right, so we're letting all of this cook up together.
Oh, it smells good. We really need smell-o-vision.
It really does smell good. And this is a very aromatic dish. I mean, it smells so good. It's so fragrant. And, it's one of those comforting dishes that you make. So, it looks really good. All right. So now what, Brian? I was about to say Brandon. I'm all into Brandon's play-by-play of the Bills game here.
So maybe just another minute.
All right.
Let the onions and peppers saute a little bit more.
All right. So maybe
then we'll put in the chicken broth.
Sounds good. Maybe we talk about the trivia question.
Sure.
Yeah. So y'all, we have a trivia question, and I have like got this hair going on over here. It is what it is. So our trivia question for tonight: if you get this right, you will get a package of our pork stir fry. All right. So our trivia question for tonight is, what part of the pig is this pork stir fry cut from? Do you know? Hetty Manning is joining us.
Say our pork stir fry strips.
Our.
So we only know the
That's
answer.
true. That's true. So it's our. So what part of the pig are our pork stir fry strips cut from? If you get this answer right, you will get a package of our pork stir fry. And we don't ship, so you have to be local. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Hetty Manning is watching. Hey, Hetty, it's good to see you watching. We actually had an opportunity to meet Hetty and her husband not too long ago. And with that said, y'all, we've met some new customers this week. We've had such a good week, and we appreciate you just telling everyone about Dudash Farms and our products, and we love that you're loving them. That's why we do what we do. We want to provide you the same type of products that we want to consume as in our family. Christina says loin. Laura says the loin. Brandon says the shoulder. Renee Foraker says back. Raymond Raper says the loin. Curtis Hilbin says the loin. And hey, Jim Broad. Jim Broad is watching. Jim is one of our best friends. Vicki Anders says the shoulder. All right, y'all. We actually have a winner. We have a winner that's not close to us, but I think we can take care of this winner because the first person to say the shoulder was our wonderful son-in-law, Brandon Epperson. So, Brandon, you actually are the winner. Yes, it comes from the pork shoulder, and that is actually the same area where the Boston butt comes from. So all of that is just wonderful. Let's see. Dinah says, cannot wait till the farmer's market. I know, Dinah, we can't either. We cannot wait till the farmer's market. We are so looking forward to it.
And on that note, remember, we're going to start earlier this year at Dandridge. It'll be the last weekend of April.
So did you guys hear that? Normally it's the first Saturday in May. This year it's going to be the last Saturday in April. So that's wonderful. So mark your calendar, all right, and come out and see us. Brandon says, whoop, whoop. All right, Brandon's our winner. We'll make a way. I'm sure we'll find an excuse to get you some pork stir fry, Brandon. Let's see. I missed my short ribs. Well, Dinah, you can come by the farm, or if you have an order that is $75 or more, we will bring it to your house. So you don't have to miss your short ribs over the winter. We'll bring them to you. Brandon said headed that way. Brandon, we would absolutely love that. So Brian and I have talked all weekend about how we wish you and Christina were closer, because we would so be having you guys here watching these ball games, enjoying dinner together, having fun. We just wish you were really here. Sarah Steele, hi Sarah Steele. It's good to see that you're watching. All right, Brown, how are we? What are we doing?
Do you want to go downstairs?
Yeah, so I guess we added.
Here first.
Okay.
So we put 6 cups of chicken broth in here.
Okay.
And we need to bring that to a boil.
Got it.
So we need to buy a little bit of time. And we thought we'd do something different and show everybody where we store all this product.
We're going to show you the behind the scenes. Rodney Pearson says, I didn't have a play. Rodney, I can't read and walk at the same time. He's a man on a mission. So you guys often ask us, are you going to run out of product? Or you must have lots of freezers at your house. We're not going to run out of product.
We have one freezer.
And we have one freezer. And we're going to show you what that looks like. So this is behind the scenes at Dudash Farms.
And it is minus 5 degrees inside this freezer.
Yep. So look in here, gang.
So everything on your left is pork. And everything on your right is our beef products.
So all of you who are afraid that we're going to run out, we've got plenty of space to make sure we have lots of product available for you. All right? I know, people are like, oh my God, I didn't realize. Yeah, so we're going to make sure that we have product available for you.
And here's my office.
Yeah, and this is Brian's office. So,
For
Brian, this is for Brian's day job. This isn't the only thing. Farming is not the only thing we do. So, yeah, we just thought we'd take that little minute to show you guys our freezer and what we have available. so we could buy some time. So if you are just joining us, we are making red curry noodle soup, and we are using our pork stir fry. And it really does. And it is a very aromatic dish. It smells really good. So yeah, show us what we got going on here. It's almost to a boil.
Yep.
That almost took just enough time.
So we're waiting for the boil, then we're going to put in rice noodles. You can actually use spaghetti noodles if you don't have rice noodles.
That's true.
If you do that, you probably want to cook them separately, then add them into the broth. The rice noodles don't take nearly as long. I think it's close enough.
So Jim Broad says it was -10 degrees here yesterday morning. Oh my goodness. Colder there than it is here.
Yeah, we were around, I think, 24 this morning.
Yeah, it was cold. So Brian has added about 8 ounces of rice noodles.
Yep.
To that.
So they need about 5 minutes.
Yep. So let's see what else we got going on over here that we need to talk about. So let's see. So yeah, we're making red curry noodle soup. We took some of our pork stir fry, and we basically started with a really hot pan.
Yep.
Added a little bit of olive oil. We fried that pork stir fry up, all sides, and then we added all of our aromatic spices to that, which is our red curry, garlic, ginger, fish sauce, lime juice, and then we added peppers and onions to that. We added 6 cups?
Yep.
6 cups of chicken broth, and we brought that to a boil. So that's what's happening now. We've actually brought that to a boil now. The total time for this, it takes about 10 minutes to prep for this recipe, and then it takes about 20 minutes to prepare. So it's about 30 minutes, which isn't very long. And yeah, I mean, it smells so good in here. If you enjoy dishes like this, and like I was saying, if you're afraid to try dishes that have curry or any of these other spices, maybe you're not used to those in East Tennessee, let me tell you that they have a beautiful spice to them, but they are not hot. So there's not a lot of heat to it. And you're taking this from someone who really cannot handle the heat. So I'm telling you, it's really good. So we will have this recipe in our next newsletter, which comes out around the 1st of February. So if you have not subscribed to our newsletter, you need to go to dudashfarms.com and subscribe. We've got lots of questions here. Let me see what we got. Rich Benjamin, hey Rich, it's good to see that you're watching. Vicky said made vegetable beef soup with Dudash beef, best soup ever. Thank you. Casey just scored another touchdown, or I guess a touchdown, because the Bills were ahead. So thank you, Brandon. He's given us the play-by-play. What's for dessert, Sarah? I don't think we're really going to have a dessert.
Well,
tonight.
somebody was supposed to make tiramisu, and somebody hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, so we're not having tiramisu tonight. We might have it tomorrow night, but that stuff has to wait. So, Sarah, we're not having dessert. Dinah
somebody's
says,
implying I don't need it.
I know. Dinah says curries are amazing health factors, as turmeric is a natural antibiotic. So that's right. So even though we're not using turmeric, there are some great health benefits to curry. Joan Jones is watching. Hey Joan, and Brad is watching. So I hope that means Andrew and Zach are watching.
Yeah,
so
they're probably not too happy right
I
now.
know. We were disappointed too. The Bucks did not win. But man, wasn't that a game. I tell you what, that kept us on the edge of our seats. So, how are we doing over there, Mr. Dudash? Let's go see what he's doing. All right, let's see what you're doing.
So our rice noodles are cooked in here.
Okay.
So now we're just going to add some coconut milk.
Oh.
So what I mentioned earlier is that we actually had this Thursday night.
Yes.
And I forgot the coconut milk.
It was still delicious.
So this is very thick, very rich. So this thing's only half full, just so you know. This is very common in Thai dishes.
Looks very good.
It smells really good.
Aw, Joan Jones says, anything y'all fix is always wonderful. Well,
And we did, we posted that rump roast.
we did. So we made a
that was
roast
really
this
good.
week. It's been such a cold week here in East Tennessee, and so we cooked a roast in our crock pot on, I guess it was Thursday, right?
Friday. Yep.
Okay, on Friday. And we just basically added some vegetables and, some onions and carrots and potatoes, and put that in our slow cooker with a roast, and we cooked it all day, cover it with water, cook it all day. And y'all, it was amazing. We had several people who messaged us and said, hey, that gives me a great idea, and they made one too, and they absolutely loved it. So I don't know. Actually, that is one of my most favorite, like, comfort food types of meals. I don't know. It brings back, it's delicious, and it's soothing, and it also brings back a lot of memories. So it's one of those nostalgic meals. Does that make sense to anyone? Dinah says it looks really good. And Tiffany is watching. Y'all, we got to see Tiffany this week. So, you know how you really don't know folks and you connect with them on Facebook because of your significant other? And then I actually had the opportunity to meet Tiffany this week, Tiffany and her husband and Tim, and
so
we
Tiff
loved
is somebody
it.
that I grew up with, and I've probably known her since I was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Just literally around the corner.
So I
And
loved
we haven't seen each other in probably 35 years or more.
Yeah.
So they were here in Pigeon Forge on vacation, and we got
for their anniversary.
Yeah.
For their wedding anniversary. So we loved getting to meet Tiffany and her husband Tim. So you guys really, I'm so glad that happened, and I hope. Well, if you're messaging, I don't know if you're in the car or you're on your way home, but we hope you are doing good. Eating pot roast right now, Brad Dudash says. Yum. That sounds delicious. As you can see, Brian is dishing this up for us. And once he has it in the bowls.
So I think that's
plenty.
it. Then we just need to top it off with some fresh cilantro.
And basil. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm one of those people. So it's like you're either one of those people that can really taste cilantro, or you can't taste it at all. And I'm one of those I can't taste it at all things, but it sure does make it pretty. So, and then we're just going to squeeze a little bit of lime juice on there to taste. All right. So I'm going to show you. Tiffany says, hi guys, wish we were there. I wish you were here too, Tiffany. That would be great. Karen Hilton says, happy Sunday, everybody. Yummy, yummy. Look at this. Doesn't that look great? Y'all, this recipe will be in our February newsletter, which will be coming out in a few weeks. If you would like to receive this or any other recipes that we have, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter at dudashfarms.com. We would love to share it with you. Vicki Anders says that looks yummy. And it does, Vicki. I can't wait to eat. All right. So, anything else we need to? Brandon is our winner, so he has to come and pick up his pork stir fry. And he has to bring his wife.
Yep.
So, yeah. Y'all, we're ready to eat.
Yep, let's eat.
Yep. We'll see you later. See you next Sunday night. Bye.